Sit. Good. We have her sit in front of the crate. We open the door. She has to stay seated. Make sure you're not restraining her. She really has to stay seated. But hold on to the leash at first, because she may be making mistakes with you the first couple of days she comes home. But as you can see, she'll wait. She'll know, if you do my move, she'll do this for you very shortly. Open the door. She needs to wait for me to pat her chest and say, go. She'll go in a crate. What I've been doing is when she turns around, I give her a little reward, and then I take off all her little equipment inside, her little teeny tiny prong collar with her choke chain, which we, then I close the door. One more treat before I close the door. And her little, her prong collar and choke chain, which we have on every time we take her out in public, because this choke chain, it's not for training, it's for safety. It never is tight around her neck. It hangs loosely, but it's doubled up on the leash with the prong collar in case this mini prong collar comes off. Then this comes into play and you don't lose her and she can't run away. And every once in a while you don't notice it, but maybe you put the little prong collar on the wrong way, or sometimes over time the links wear out and lose their integrity, and so they slip out, and then you don't, if you have the doubled up on the choke chain, you never lose her. So that's why we use the choke chain, but it's not for training. That would be very dangerous because the choke chain closes just right there. It would hurt her throat. We wouldn't use that. Nobody should be using that. That's very old-fashioned stuff that should hopefully be gone by now. But anyway, the prong collar may look scary, but I only use this small size, even for big dogs, because it's not about using a lot of force. It's about being able to just do a little tiny prompt, a little signal, a little more than a flick of the wrist, like just like that. And since it closes with the same pressure all the way around, if it's fitted properly, which is just lightly touching all the way around and up by her, underneath her ears, it's the highest collar up, so you're not going to put it below the other collars. You're going to put it right there. And you just do little signals to her, little prompts with the leash. It closes all the way around, the same pressure on the back as the front, and so it feels very controlling to her. You have to use way less effort to do that. And the beauty of using this the right way, the way you've seen me doing it in the video, is that later on, you don't even have to use it, because now a prompt on just a regular wide flat collar that's safe, that won't come off, will work the same way. It's just about the signal. So you use this prong collar the way we show you, and then it works. Then you don't have to use it later on if you don't want to, even though there's no reason to not use it, because you just need to use it safely, and it's fine. Anyway, so I hang this little prong collar on the door, then that way it doesn't get jumbled up with itself and get tangled up. And then you can put this choke chain anywhere. I always take everything off when I put her in there, just for safety's sake. And then you can also practice, since you control this boundary. You saw me have her wait. She loves her crate. You saw me have her wait before I allowed her to come in. She needs to wait for permission to come out as well. And you can practice just sitting here. You don't have to be on your knees. You can be sitting in a chair or whatever. Practicing having her wait with the door open. And if she tries to come out, good. You just do a little token no and say no when you do that. And when she waits like this, she gets a reward. Obviously, she's already good at this because we've been doing this a lot. So she already respects this boundary. And here is yet another boundary you're in control of. You're in control of doorways, curbs, gateways, everything. You're in control of going on and off the stationing mat, which is a really fun game for her. She loves her mat. And you're in control of the doorway to her den. So you control whether she goes in, you control whether she comes out. Good. And this type of control is really important, because if you're teaching her that she needs permission to go through boundaries, then you're the person to listen to, and you're the person she's going to listen to in a crisis situation, because she listens to you in all these other little simple places daily. It's so easy to do, and it really develops this perception of the dog of you as being in charge and the one to listen to. And of course, you can see throughout the video how we're really accentuating only saying things once and her doing it after that first time, so that in the coming weeks and months, that's what she's going to do. That's the pattern we've set already. You continue that pattern when she comes home, and later on, you don't have to do anything. It's set, but you have to make sure you're not repeating yourself so that she continues to take you seriously. So she's waiting here very obediently at the boundary. She would like to come out, but we've taught her that she waits until we release her to come out. And in this case, I'm going to show you how to put this, all her stuff on. Actually, I'm going to put on the choke chain first because we're going to take her out on the street again. So you want to always have her be safe. So you can put your hand through a little piece of natural balance sausage like this. She's eating it, and as she eats that, I slip it over her head. And she's very calm. If you put on and take off her collars when she's in the crate, we've already set it up for you so that she's used to that and she'll be very calm with you, because that's what we've done. And multiple people have done that, not just me, but several of my staff. So she's used to doing this with several other people already. And then the prong collar is already hooked up to the leash, makes it really easy for you. Good. I'm periodically rewarding her as we do this. And I reach in there. See how calm she is and how easy this is? We just hook her up. And all that just happened right now was her ear got in the way. I wanted to make sure I didn't pinch her ear, so I had to kind of get out of the way. But usually it's even faster than that. You just put it in, hook it up. And then make sure that you're hooked up to the choke chain as well. And after you practice for a couple days, you can just do it by feel. You don't have to look. And then she's going to wait until I allow her to come out. See how she's waiting with the door open? She knows that she's not going to go through that boundary until she's allowed. So you kind of stand with her, so she's going to be on your left, pat your leg and say, okay, and she'll come out. And then you got another opportunity here to do another left circle, to come back around and close the door, because you want to keep that door closed. You control her access in and out, so the door's always closed. It's closed when she's out, it's closed when she's in. Good things in her mind, good stuff happens in the crate, good things happen. Treats, rewards, her favorite bones and chewies. When you're feeding her out of a bowl, you want to feed her in there, in her crate. Of course, she'll outgrow this crate pretty quickly, and she'll probably, when she gets big, she'll probably have an extra large, but there'll be plenty of room in there for her. And you can feed her in there, and she can have all her favorite stuff in there. It just develops that crate as her den and a place she really wants to be, and then she can only get access to her den with your permission, which is a great little training tool. Okay.